best
Paula
friends, the Paula and the Paul, Paula Louise and Paula Marie, and beautiful Fate. I will miss you so much. Thank you. Good morning, and welcome to day 69, northbound on the Appalachian Trail. I just said goodbye to Paula Louise, Paula, and Paula Marie in the parking lot. Well, kind of like by Jenny's Creek where we left off yesterday. And it was very sad. I was sad to say goodbye. They've been so good to me and have spoiled me royally and treated me so well. And I'm overwhelmed by the generosity and the love. So thank you. You too. I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. It was wonderful to meet you, Paula Marie. You're everything Paula has always told me about. And I'm honored to know you as a friend now. And Paula, you're amazing. You hiked 14 miles, 2 days in a row. You did great. And I hope your knee feels better soon. It was hard coming down yesterday, I know. But we had a lovely dinner last night across the street from the Verbo. I had a delicious tuna. It was a wild tuna sandwich, which was not tuna fish, like you get, but so good. And everybody enjoyed their meals. So nice. And the Verbo was great in the middle of Roanoke. Really enjoyed it. It was clean. It was modern. Had great Wi-Fi. Hence, I was able to catch up on all my videos, which I'm grateful to my viewers who have responded and said thank you. And I'm delighted to have been able to do it too. So today, believe it or not, is another 14-mile day is what I'm hoping to do. It's a lot of climbing. In fact, we just climbed one little hump, and then we have another huge one, and I'll be sleeping at 4,000 feet. So we started at less than 1,000, I think, or 1,100. Maybe it was 1,100. I'd have to look. But so a lot of climbing today. And yes, my pack is heavy because I've town heavy. I supplied up. My plan is to do this hike today and then hike down tomorrow into Glasgow, Virginia. And there is a hostel there called Stanimals. I do have a reservation there, so I plan to stay there tomorrow night. The weather today is like yesterday in terms of the clouds and the fog, but rain is 60% chance instead of 85% chance. So my guess is there will be some rain, but not really forecasted till the afternoon. I don't think I'll be in the shelter by 2 o'clock, which is when they are forecasting it. But we have our rain gear. We're all set. We can do whatever we need to do in order to protect ourselves from the rain. It's not cold. It's in the mid-60s. It's very humid. And we are going to mosey on. So I hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday. And it's wonderful to be back on the trail, although we were every day. So here we go. But now I've got a big pack. All right. Love you all. I heard about the shelter from other hikers yesterday. It's called the Bryant Ridge Shelter. And it's huge. It's actually a really, really nice shelter. But it's only 11 o'clock in the morning, so we're obviously not going to stay here. But I wanted to show you a little bit of what a shelter can be on the Appalachian Trail. This is an area where people can sleep. They can sleep down here. You go up there and there's a second floor. There's a loft area all the way up there. I might actually have to take my pack off and go take a look. This is the loft area. It's open, but that part is actually closed. There's windows there, but that part is open. Very cool. Be a great place to spend a night. But it's too early, so we didn't time it right, Micah. Wow, really nice shelter. Although, if we were here, Micah, we wouldn't be able to sleep up here because you wouldn't be able to get up this ladder. Anyway, I'm going to take some layers off because I'm very warm and I have a big climb ahead. So it's good that we stopped here. Well, we've been climbing for close to 9 miles. My watch says 8.9. And I don't know if you could tell, but it's really steep in parts, like right what's in front of me. Been pretty much climbing since we started. There's a couple of respites, but not too many. I'm doing okay. There is a shelter a mile from here. I think I'm going to stop there. We haven't had lunch yet. It's almost 2 o'clock. So I did have a big protein bar about 3 hours ago, and that's been holding me. But I think we're going to stop at the shelter, have some lunch, and then head on to the next shelter to spend the night. And that will give us our 14 miles today. But boy, this baby's been steep. But the weather's been good. I mean, it's 62 degrees. The humidity is pretty high. I'm sweating like crazy, but it's cool. There's very little breeze. And right now, there is no rain. So praise God. All right, we're heading up this knoll here, and we'll see you at the shelter. I am at the summit of Apple Orchard Mountain, and those trees look like old apple trees. And I'm up. Looks like I could touch the clouds over there, and I definitely have a view. I should be. I've climbed to 4,000 feet. And up here is also a weather radar station. According to my app, it says that's a weather radar station. All right, well, we're almost at the shelter. We have a little bit more to go. The Far Out app said to retrieve water 0.2 miles before you get to the shelter, because apparently the water at the shelter is somewhat stagnated, and you always want to try to get water that's moving, which apparently is 0.2 from the shelter. So that's where we're headed. I made it to Thunder Hill Shelter, and when I got here, Weed Eater and Wappa, his little dog Wappa, was here. I haven't seen him in a long time, but he decided to pitch his tent over there because the mosquitoes came out and they were really bugging him. But I'm going to stay in the shelter because it's supposed to rain tonight, and I have a head net that I could put on if I feel like they're buzzing around my head. Yeah, it was a great hike. Just a little bit of spitting, not enough to even put my rain jacket on in terms of precipitation, just like a little bit of a spitting. Wasn't bad at all. And lots of climbing though. Climb, 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 climb. And my Far Out app said it was 14.4 miles today, but Garmin said it was 15.6, which it felt like that because I was definitely on my feet for a long time. But it was a beautiful day and no complaints. And for dinner, I'm having Good to Go, which is one of my favorite brands, kale and white bean stew. So I just poured the hot water in the bag and just have to wait 15 minutes for that to cook. And then, of course, my favorite, ramen noodles with peanut butter. And Micah ate. Paula and Paul Marie gave Micah some wonderful treats. So he ate some of those, and he ate a ton of his food. Yeah, he's got a little bit of kibble left in there. So I think I've given him enough food to the max. But anyway, we're gonna say goodnight. We're gonna eat, say goodnight, and do a tick check. And tomorrow we're heading into Glasgow, and one of the reasons I decided to stay at a hostel, not that I need to because I have plenty of food for resupply, and but there is an animal hospital there, and Micah, I've decided, and I actually called his vet today, that he should get on an oral tick and flea prevention, because even though I have the repellent on him, I put it on his, the top of his fur once a month. It's keeping the ticks away from his body, but he's getting them on his legs and his feet, and on his face. So they suggested maybe while we're hiking the Appalachian Trail to put him on the oral medication, which, the ticks will die as soon as they latch on to him. So we're gonna try that in addition to the topical. They said to do both. So yeah, we don't want to have any tick issues. So we're gonna do what we can to prevent. And I did see a flea on him the other day too. So I don't know. The Advantix works for the top, but this flea was on the bottom, on his belly. So we got to keep him healthy. So, all right. I hope you all having a great Wednesday and a good night. That's all right. Oh, she's peeing. There's Wappa. Hi, Wappa. Hello, sweetheart. There you are. Weed Eater and Wappa sometimes hike with her in his jacket, which was wonderful during the Smokies and the cold weather, but now you guys are sweating, right?
No, she rides on top of the pack now.
Oh, she rides on top of the pack. Oh, that's perfect. Well, she's adorable. Where'd she go? Where's Wappa? There she is. There she is. Hi, sweetie.